Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Capricorn, this is your reading. Are y'all ready? We're gonna spark it off with the pre-intuition things. My first pre-intuition things are somebody could have sinus problems, somebody could be sick, somebody could have had an allergic reaction to something. Also, you could really enjoy listening to Christmas music. Like, there was a commercial playing with Christmas music, and I know it's Christmas time, but it was like 2 songs back to back, and I'm like, maybe you guys enjoy listening to it, because sometimes people just hear it on the radio or when they're out, but like you could literally play it on your own at home. Okay, so that's that. But we are going to spark the reading off with your Akashic Records card. This is what brings you closer to your soul's purpose, what brings you closer to your North Node. And I feel like this is one of my favorite decks out of all the ones that I have, because this is the one that really unlocks something for you. Release judgment. Oh, and I cleanse your energy and cleanse your space, by the way, already. Release judgment. Let's look at the card. Get the imagery here. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world and your path with clearer eyes. Okay, so this is already giving me kind of 8 of Swords energy, kind of 9 of Swords energy as well. You could be having anxiety about something. You could be judging yourself or judging others. And it's like, literally like it says, it's doing something to your vision. Whether you're looking at yourself in such a negative light, it's actually beating you up more than healing you. Or you're viewing other people in such a negative light, and it's like messing with how you see the world as a whole. And that could be clouding your judgment as well. So we're going to leave that out because it will resonate later in the reading. All right, Capricorn. What else for Capricorn? What do they need to know, see, hear for December? I can't stop looking at the picture on that card, because the flowers that are blooming from him, and please remember, you are an earth sign. So it's like, maybe there's different parts of yourself that you're figuring out, and that represents those flowers blossoming. Like, this is something new I'm learning about myself. Wow, this is something else new. And y'all, please ignore that ugly ass burn on my finger. I was cooking and like, oh my god, terrible. All right. What does Capricorn need to know, see, here for the month of December? Channeling Capricorn. The Emperor in the reverse. Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. What's with the Emperor in the reverse? I hate when that card comes out, because somebody is very controlling. Somebody's manipulative. Somebody could even be abusive as well, physically or mentally. What's with the Emperor in the reverse? 8 of Swords coming out sideways. Oh, and I didn't even show you guys the Emperor, but this could be you being indecisive whether or not you want to overthink something. Like, am I taking this too serious? You could have had somebody act out against you, Capricorn, and you could be overthinking whether or not, is this person really like this, or am I just tripping? You know what I mean? Your mind is in the imbalance of if you're overthinking, or is this actually okay? I'm taking this a little bit too serious. And this also coming out sideways could represent both of your energy. You could be overthinking the situation of what happened with somebody, and they could be overthinking it as well. And I'm really, really hoping it's not like domestic abuse or anything like that. But the Emperor in the reverse could be physical. That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't know if something occurred for the first time and you are like completely just floored. Like, I can't believe that this happened. And you guys are both overthinking it because they can't believe that they did it. But let's dive a little bit further before I speak too soon. What else with the Emperor in the reverse for Capricorn? Some of you guys could be overthinking how you're not leading your life correctly. That could be something else as well. 6 of Cups here. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, it could be a family member. This could be a father. This could be an uncle. This could be a cousin. This could be somebody in your family that you're having memories about, that you're overthinking about them as well. Like, you could be replaying the past. Like, how did this happen? Or how did we get to this point? What else? What else with Capricorn? What else does Capricorn need to know? See here. What's with the Six of Cups? The Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. I feel like somebody could have did something so bad to the point where they broke the law. And even if it wasn't a literal law and they're going to jail, somebody could have broke some type of spiritual law. Somebody just always rebels. This person acts like they can just be a rebel and never get caught. Like, this is the type of person who, I know I can get away with this. And they keep repeating the same actions of that rebel energy. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And somebody is very, very abusive in how they speak to people. Somebody doesn't know how to be a leader. And that's why they act the way that they do. What's with the Hierophant in the reverse? The Three of Wands. Yeah, you're looking ahead from this person. Where's your future going from here? How does your future look without this manipulative person in your life? This abusive person, this controlling person. All this blue is coming out here connected to your throat chakra. I feel like if you haven't spoken up yet, it's time for you to. Throat chakra is always about expression and learning how to express yourself without feeling too vulnerable or without feeling sad or shy about it. It's coming out with confidence in what you say. So also, some of you guys could be taking a trip. Some of you guys could be moving as well with the Three of Wands. What else for Capricorn? Oh, that one came out kind of feisty. Four of Cups in the reverse. Somebody like don't want to get over you. They're very stubborn. I feel like the Four of Cups in the reverse, somebody is like, oh, my feelings are turned off completely. If Capricorn don't want to be with me and I can't do what I want to Capricorn and be with Capricorn how I want, well, I don't want to be with nobody. My feelings are just turned off. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm emotionally unavailable. What else with the Four of Cups in reverse? It's so crazy because it's almost like this person is sick. How do you do something to a person but expect them to still want you, love you, and yearn for you the same? It's not like that. I feel like you're overthinking so much because whatever happened with this person, and if this isn't a relationship and this is like a family member, I feel like, yeah, you're still overthinking the situation just as the same, because if we're family, how could you do this? And if you feel like, and if this Four of Cups in the reverse is your family member, like closing off their feelings to you, they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to be cool, they don't want no type of relationship further from here, and that's why you're in that nostalgia type of energy, like thinking about all the good times y'all had, the memories y'all made together, y'all growing up together. I just heard that. Four of Cups, Six of Cups, the number 10 could be significant for somebody, but yeah, seriously. Yeah, somebody's either turning... Yeah, a family member is either turning their feelings off and they don't want to be cool no more. Or this is this controlling ass person feeling like they just want to shut everybody else out because they can't have you. It's like, I don't really like this, because when somebody is this controlling, it's kind of like, if I can't have Capricorn, nobody can. And I don't like that, because people like that tend to be too territorial, and it gets to the point where like they could really be like, have some little mental issues. I'm not going to hold you. What else? What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? Also, somebody wasn't raised right with the Hierophant in the reverse. Somebody could have been raised and brought up the wrong way. They weren't ever taught and like disciplined. So somebody was always a rebel. They always grew up in bullshit. Somebody could have had a bad track record their whole life, just period. And then here's the Empress. Capricorn, don't tell me you pregnant by this person, and that's why they losing their mind. Some of you guys could be pregnant, but somebody just really sees you as the Empress. They look at you as the most top tier person. And please remember, the cards do not have genders. If you're a man, just to know somebody looks at you as the best leader, the best king, the best person that you could be. You get what I'm saying? So the Empress card is also about being very nurturing. It is also a fertility card. You know, like I said, you could be pregnant, but it is also about how you nurture yourself, how you take care of yourself, and how you take care of other people. And I feel like this person sees that as well. Like, damn, if I don't end up being with Capricorn, I'm going to see Capricorn taking care of somebody else like they took care of me. Just period. Just period. They can't take that. And then look, you got the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's you moving on into more peaceful and calmer waters. You're over this. You said your piece. You said what you had to say, and you're leaving. Just period. For some of you guys, I always like to put this out there. The Six of Swords could also be somebody else moving you into a more peaceful and calmer state. So I'm not saying you could be completely romantically involved with somebody, but there could be somebody that you're talking to or going on dates with that is making this breakup or this, separation easier for you, being away from this person. And then you have the moon right behind it. Yeah, you have, I feel like you know a lot more than you lead on. And that's another reason why this person could be nervous. That's another reason why this person could be overthinking, because they could be like, what else does Capricorn know? The moon is all about secrets, mystery, something being hidden that's not on the front line, something that's been lying in your subconscious. So whatever little messages or downloads you've been getting, don't ignore your intuition, because that's actually right. And I feel like that's what somebody's afraid of. What else for Capricorn before we move on to the what's in the news? Who is this? Yeah, so like I said, we have Aries energy, Leo, Sag. We have Taurus. It could be another Capricorn. It could be a Virgo. Like, this is crazy. Who does this person think they are? What else for Capricorn to close this out? Thank you. 5 of Wands. Yeah, there was an argument, and this is, like I said, like I thought from the beginning, this is a physical altercation. The 5 of Wands is a back and forth, complete tension type of argument. So this is something that was very heated. You guys could have been in each other's faces. It could have got really to like level 10 when it really should have stayed at like level 4. Even if it didn't get physical, like tensions were high, people were yelling, it was a lot going on, and I feel like each person felt like they had to have the last word. Heavy fire sign energy, so I really feel like you're dealing with a fire sign. If you are not dealing with the fire sign, Capricorn, it's definitely a Taurus, and they have fire in their chart somewhere, for sure. It could be their moon, it could be their rising, it could be their y'all, that was kind of hard. It could be their moon, it could be their rising, but just know they have fire in their chart. What else for Capricorn? Unbelievable. Lust, greed, bareback, inconsiderate, lift off, fast action. Yeah, you're lifting off of that person and away from that relationship. And if it's a family member, you're just lifting off away from the relationship, not lifting off of them. Knocked up. Yeah, this and the Empress coming out. That's what I'm saying. You got a lot of cards all at one time, like some money. Maybe you guys are coming into some money. Key player, important person, playing an essential role, irreplaceable. Fuego, chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up. So you know how I said that 6 of Swords, you could have met somebody that's making you more peaceful and making your life like settled down in a way like I could finally calm down after having so much of a storm and so much bullshit with another person. Yeah, so things could really be, you really could have chemistry with somebody and things could be getting more serious. Harmony, balance, peace, happiness. You found it. You have unlocked peace. You have unlocked happiness. And all the stones on here are making me think like hot rocks. Some of you guys could literally be relaxing, literally in a peaceful state, getting a massage and getting hot rocks. Penny pitching, financial struggle, saving up, budgeting. And like I said, when it comes to your finances, yeah, you really could be taking off with your finances. And that does mean budgeting as well. If you're being smarter with your money, you're saving. So isn't that always good? And then roller coaster, full off, highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster with this person. And I feel like you guys both know that. Some of you guys could live near a beach. You don't have to. You could have been to the beach this year. But like I said, heavy fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus energy, definitely dealing with that person. And then key player. Oh yeah, we already had this come out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're a key player in somebody's life and they know that. So whatever, if it was physical abuse, like I said, I'm very, very sorry to hear that, Capricorn. I don't ever like the Emperor in the reverse to result to somebody being physical, but it can be. But yeah, somebody knows that you're irreplaceable. You're the Empress. Somebody views you as like the best person in the world. Nobody can take care of me or nurture me or love me like Capricorn can. So why did you do the things that you did? And like I said, this even goes for a family member. You're the best cousin in the world. How could I do that to you? Or whatever relationship y'all have. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, Capricorn, we're going to leave the reading at that. Honey, this was a lot. This was a lot. But this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And feel free to book a personal if you ever want to. The link for that is in my bio. You could DM me on Instagram. Y'all, this one was a lot. It was. And last but not least, the release judgment. Sorry, y'all. We just had to end it with that because it's resonating with everything. Regardless of what this person did to you, you have to forgive them. Not for them, but for yourself. Because at the end of the day, the only one that could judge them is God. And then if you are penny pinching right now or are going through some type of like financial struggle, sorry, y'all, I can't even talk. Don't judge yourself so harshly because everybody goes through times where their money gets a little funny, but it never stays that way. The only way is up. You're going to elevate. Just period. All right, y'all. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Bye.